Hello guys, welcome back to YTGC Now. And this time around we're going to talk about a book. We're going to talk about a book by Read Only Memory. Because end of last year, Read Only Memory did a Kickstarter to fund a book that looked at Sega's 16-bit days, the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis collected works. This Kickstarter was incredibly successful. They got triple the original funding they were asking for. And today, you can finally order the book. The book is finally here. Now, basically, this book contains like 28 interviews from 28 respective people who had to do with the Genesis Mega Drive, along with some forwards from David Perry. So if you're looking for a great Sega 16-bit book to put in your game room, this will definitely be one you might look at. Again, this thing has countless visuals in it, artwork, of course, the memories of that time with the system. Just basically that era of gaming. If you grew up with that era of gaming, you know how special the 16-bit era was between the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, and the wars that kind of caused, right? Sega does and Nintendo don't, and all that other stuff that was going on. The constant discussion and arguments you'd have over if you're a fan of Nintendo or Sega, how the other one was better. It was just a special time in gaming that you're probably not going to necessarily see the way it was at least then. And for me, the Sega Genesis was the first system I ever bought with my own money. It's probably it is my third favorite system of all time. And for those who say, man, I'd like to buy this book. Well, Read Only Memory, if you missed the original crowdfunding, Read Only Memory is selling it on their website. The standard version is basically going for converted about $54 US, and the limited edition of only 100 books, limited edition version is going for basically right now, conversion-wise, about $391. Now, the standard version, if you've ever bought import, like art books from Japan or stuff, this is not, $54 is not an incredibly amount of money. But if you're talking limited version, obviously it's only 100 being made, $391 is a lot to pay for a book. But again, if you're a Sega fan or a Genesis Mega Drive fan, this definitely will be a must-have for your game room and your collection. I mean, to me, the Genesis is one of the systems that probably gets overlooked, in the sense of coverage and things written about it compared to, say, like the Super Nintendo or the NES, just because Nintendo's still around and, they're very relevant in the market today, where Sega still makes video games, but they're not hardware anymore. And at the time, Sega was making great hardware in video games. And the great thing about this cover of this book, which you'll probably be able to see it, it probably was the thumbnail to this video, is the cover of the book is all black, but it has that circle, the 16-bit circle, like the middle of that system, Mega Drive / Genesis with 16-bit on it, and then of course the red on power light looks really cool. So if you are a Sega Mega Drive fan, this is definitely a must-have to have your collection, to read about. And system, I don't think doesn't get as covered as much as I think it should be at times, but definitely an awesome book if you're interested. So what do you think of this book? Would you get this book, or do you think it's a little high, or you just don't care? Like, that's not the generation you grew up in. I know someone who grew up in this generation, I would love to own the book, but with so many other things going on, I can't get it right now, unfortunately. But I definitely want to talk about it because I think it's really cool. And I think if people are interested, they definitely should go check it out. Anyway, guys, like always, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And I will make another video soon.